What's happening, folks? My name is IPC, that also stands for I Paint Creatures, and I'm just checking in with all you beautiful folks out there on the interwebs, the internet, the World Wide Web, and checking in with you, doing my weekly thing, getting my brand out there, expressing myself, and giving little insight, and of course doing my thing, and basically a lot of speed paints out of my archives going on here. I was just doing a METAZen creature before that on a little sketch card. Now I'm in the Creaturepedia. And if you don't know what the Creaturepedia is, I'll leave a link up top and you can watch a video about that. But it's the place I do a lot of my conceptual and character work in the real world after working at such great franchises as Electronic Arts and Broaderbun, the educational software company, and of course Lucasfilm Ltd. And exploring my own world story world called MATSU, and it's a part of my latest project, which is the front end. Is I'm building the Funky Eye Puppets, and we are the first world cartoon audio theater troupe, and we are starting to move into the visual realm of things. And this is the magic of where a lot of the creatures and characters get developed. I do my sketchbook, and I do it live on twitch.tv. I Paint Creatures. So check out all those things. The links down below. I've dropped my Cryptogami, the first collection of my creatures into the world. So go check those out. They're on OpenSea. The drop is down in the description. And today I'm going to explore a quote. This quote today I think is anonymous, but it's all about leadership. And it says, "You can't be a self-leader if you are an enemy to yourself. So stop the hatred and love yourself." And part of that, at least in my realm, is daily doing some type of expression that leaves an artifact, a factual piece of creation that you made, and putting that out there. And the more you think outside the box to find who you are, you can find that place where you can really appreciate yourself and see the uniqueness, and not the same of trying to compare and trying to, one up and climb the ladder of things. You basically get in a zone where you can definitely see who yourself is and the uniqueness of the purpose, and bring that into a crystal clear form, and stop that hatred. And it can be done in just even paying attention to words and certain words, like saying, "Oh, you never done that," or "You can't do that," "You won't do that," or "You're not that good at it," or you haven't spent that time. You don't really know, especially if you go out on the limb of things and do things like, for instance, this creature I'm doing right now. I just wanted to do these series of creatures that had elements of the earth, right? Because during this pandemic and things going around, we got to depend on kind of the earth and how the earth sees things in its full form. And then I moved on to doing a little landmark landscape. Which is a place up in the hills. I've shown it before in my videos online, but it's basically a place that burned to the ground, and so kind of doing a tribute to that. And in that sense, I self-lead myself, because you got to kind of figure out like the best way I represent things, and make it as a product, and remember that I can distribute and feel more of my creativity and get my art out to the world to speak. And so a lot of it is really coming with a concept myself, and of course modeling things I've seen and artists in Butte County, where I live in Northern California, that do a lot of landscapes in different type of printmaking, different formats. And so a lot of that is basically, loving on myself, because I can take my ideas and express them out on the page. And I would highly encourage creative writing is probably at the root of everything I do. And so I can't even do these creative creatures unless I can think of the language of what I want to explore and how I want to bring it to the next level of things, right? So you really can't self-lead if you're an enemy of yourself, if you see everything you're doing, especially in the areas of the positions you have in your life and the the opportunity to self-express yourself, and finding those complete opportunities, to let the infinite imagination reveal that inside yourself. If you get more in a curiosity and wonder mode, and then you get the will to reach a little further in your thoughts, and see yourself a little further, and definitely in the artist world I work in, I really emphasize the whole thing of self-leadership, but also the term territorial. And territorial, sometimes sounds really bad, but if you look at it in a really dimensional sight and add a lot of color to it, that's what a lot of animals in Mother Nature do, and they work really well together. They don't always seem to always get along on the surface, but they pretty much kind of have a functionary way of doing things. So go out there and just learn your purpose, reflect on yourself, and find the magic within yourself, and definitely then you can be a self-leader. You can lead all the ways from exactly where you are to where the wild things are, right up there in the stars. Thank you for watching the video. I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.